It's Hot 937, hot937.com. It's Buccaneers, Money Mike, your Hot Morning Crew. New member to the Morning Crew just stepped in.
Yeah.
Common.
Yes.
Happening.
What's up, Buck? Yes.
How
What's
are
going
you,
on?
handsome? What's up?
How you doing? Is that dress? What's up?
Yeah.
I heard that
I had
dress.
to
Is
get-
You heard it?
looking great now.
Now, look at Bus.
Scar.
He's wearing the Fantastic Four t-shirt. I never have to get dressed up for these cats.
Yeah.
But when I heard that you were coming, I had to do a little makeover situation, just so I looked okay.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I wanted to know if it was a special thing, because you're looking very
Well,
nice.
thank you very much. Compliments get you everywhere, Common.
It wasn't like that yesterday. The hair wasn't done yesterday, Common.
Oh, yeah?
Wait a second, I got my
that.
haircut 2 days ago. He didn't even notice, Common. You know how that is with guys?
Well, I noticed. No, I'm just kidding.
How do you like West Hartford? How do you like Connecticut?
I love it. We've been having a really good time. We've been filming this movie called Pawn in West Hartford. But I've been around Hartford anyway, the downtown area, hanging out. The people have been real cool to me.
They've been tweeting wherever you are. I heard that you were at Nordstrom's.
Yeah.
I heard that you were at Whole Foods.
Oh, the Whole Foods, the Moe's.
You in the most?
Yeah, I went to Moe's.
They have really good burritos at
Yeah,
Moe's.
yeah.
Shout out to Moe's.
Yeah, I was up in Moe's, like, yo, I asked where the right breakfast spot was, and they told me Moe's. People have been nice, even up at the Hilton. They've been working out in their gym. I've been all around Hartford.
Which is really good.
The first, I think, my wife called. Listen, Common is in church right now.
Oh, yeah.
At the church,
Yeah,
yes.
I went to
You
church.
at the church.
I went
Took
to
a
church.
cab.
Yeah, I feel, I've been straight, like, living in Hartford.
You've been a
for
resident.
These couple of days or week. It's been cool, too.
Were you surprised at First Cathedral that you could actually use the ATM
It's
to
a
get
big
some
church.
money out?
It's a big church.
It's a big church, but it was a great church, man. And, you know, the pastors gave me love. It was a younger pastor who was, like, real cool, too. But I ain't noticed the ATMs. I was there listening to the message.
I was just saying, I know you're listening to the message. I know you're a spiritual cat. But everybody was staring at you. You know when people are staring at you, Common.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was like, sometimes, you know, I guess what Kanye said is true. You feel kind of awkward when he said, next time I'm in church, please no photos.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
right.
like, you like, man, we in church. I can't do pictures like in church. I do it outside the church because it's like, I want people to
Disrespectful.
focus. Yeah, I gotta focus. You know, I've had people ask me to sign their Bible.
The Bible.
And I'm like, no, I can't do that, man. Yeah. You gotta put things in perspective. You know?
It's Hot 937. We got Common in the studio right now. The album's coming out, movie. How do you handle all this at one time?
Man, I just love it so much, you know. So, like, the album is done. It's coming December 20th.
The dreamer, the believer.
Yes, and then with that being recorded and done, it's like I'm able to go out and do films and do the projects like Hell on Wheels.
What's that?
Show.
Okay, is that like a Western?
Yeah, it's like a Western, but it's really like a modern day like drama. I mean, and it's just not like old Western, yo, here, shoot 'em up, bow. Because I used to then watch Westerns. to be
Yeah,
honest.
I used to
But-
like them.
But man, this has a lot of drama and just really dealing with a lot of racial tension, relationships. It's about the building of the Transcontinental Railroad. So you have all these different cultures coming together, and it's like the conflict between the blacks, between the whites, between the Irishmen, between the the
Indians
South,
too, right?
the Indians, the Native Americans, and the whores that existed in town. It's just all this drama.
Did you have to learn to ride a horse?
Yes, eventually my character died. It was something too, because the first days I was there, I was like I didn't want to be around the horses too much. You know,
Are
I
you
always
nervous
heard-
and scared about
Yeah,
it?
I was at first. I did a ride when I was younger, like one of the little rides where you
Like
ride
a pony ride?
Express, a little pony.
I was on a horse though.
Are you sure it wasn't like the carousel? It wasn't a
Yeah,
carousel.
the carousel at the fair. Nah, but I learned. I eventually learned. In the show Hell on Wheels, you'll see me riding. I got my gun. I'm riding. It's real cool.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
It's not easy to ride horses.
No, it's not. It's not. You really gotta connect with the horses. At first, I was looking like, because the horse, you know, I always hear, man, don't walk behind the horse; it'll kick you.
That's not true.
And the horses was, you know, taking dumps wherever we walked. So I was like, man, this horse thing ain't the move. But then I got up on the horse and started riding, and I'm like, man, it was fun, man. It was a lot of
A long
fun.
way from the streets of Chicago.
I know, that's what I was
You must have said it to yourself sometimes.
Yo, I said, we were doing this panel promoting the show, and I was like, man, wait till the people in Chicago see me.
See you riding a horse,
See me riding
carrying a
horse.
gun.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy.
A budding
Hot
romance is
937.
happening in here.
Hot937.com.
Yeah.
Common.
You know, we like sports. You know, we just love sports. We
You
can't
guys
help it.
totally bonded over the fact that you both watch ESPN.
Yeah, over and over again.
Over and over. Like I can watch it. I just put it on the TV and just watch it like the same show 3 times straight.
And then if something happens, you gotta switch to the next channel because it comes on again on another channel.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta watch it. That whole lineup
Do you
right
think
there.
that it's going to change? Like you might see a different highlight?
No, you just want to
see the same highlight over and
Top
over
10.
again.
Same highlights, top 10, the not so top
Yeah,
10.
not so top 10.
Everything, the interviews. I mean, the Sports Center.
Have you ever been over to ESPN in Bristol? It's like right down the road.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, isn't
I've
it?
been at, like, that was one of my highlights, to be honest, to be able to go on ESPN and, you know, like, I think I was on First Take with Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
You know, and
The campus.
Yeah, I was on the campus. It was like I was promoting the movie Just Right with Queen Latifah.
Now,
Yeah.
Common, since we're talking about sports, the basketball game, someone said, did you learn how to play basketball because of the movie? And I said, this guy been learning how to play ball.
Yeah, no, I've been playing ball. Like, growing up in Chicago, I actually wanted to be, you know, in the league. I thought I was
You
going
thought you was going to the league?
I thought I was going to the league, but, you know, that dream got deferred to a different direction, which
Yeah.
was hip-hop. And, but...
Yeah, but you were the ball boy, weren't
yeah,
you?
I was a ball boy for the Bulls, yeah, growing up.
Really?
In
Yeah.
1985.
Yeah, which
Right?
was incredible. Yeah, it was like right when Michael Jordan first came. I mean, I got pairs of Jordans that Michael gave to me
That he wore.
that he wore inside. Yeah.
Did you put them up on eBay yet?
I gave them to my father, and he been like holding on to them, but at the same token, he wears them sometimes.
Oh my God, you guys leave them in the box.
Come on, I'm like, come
can't
on.
wear them,
What you
Dad.
doing, man? What you doing?
Your dad wears original Jordans.
Original Jordan. I'm talking about the first pair, like the red, white, and black.
He got him on.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Come on, Dad, don't do that.
Come on, man.
Hold on to those, man.
Yeah, you know.
So, do you watch basketball? Is that your game?
Yeah, that's my sport. I love basketball, but I'm also a football fan too. You know, I'm glad the NBA season is going on. And
Thanks.
as far as teams, you know, of course, I support the Bulls, but I really am into more of the players. Like I like D Wade and Rondo, and you know, who else? LeBron, and I like those guys.
Are you friends with
Derrick
those guys?
Rose. I mean, I'm friends with most of the guys. I just named. I don't know LeBron very well, but I met him, and he was a cool guy when I met him.
So, what is this movie Pawn all about? As we go back to why you're here in Hartford, what is it all about, and what's your character?
Well, it's about this diner being taken over and people held hostage in this diner, and the diner is actually really ran by the mob, and you know, I come in as a hostage negotiator. I'm the negotiator.
Oh.
And I'm trying to work through this, but it's also an underlying current of corrupt police dealing in the situation also. I guess I don't want to tell the whole movie, but it's really about, it's called Pawn because a lot of people have to make moves to get to the end, to make it in life, you know. So the Pawn movie is really incredible. Forrest Whitaker is in it, Michael Chiklis, Ray Liotta, a guy named Sean Ferris, a lot of great actors, Nikki Reed
from Twilight.
from your
I
Twilight
love Twilight.
sagas, and myself, you know, it's a lot of great actors. I think people would be excited to see it.
It's
exciting
amazing
to have
that
a
you've
movie
made
on
that
there.
jump,
Yeah.
really, and you've made your jump very successfully from doing hip hop to doing movies.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for that. Now, you know, I've been passionate about acting for a while, so I just started studying it and working hard at it. So, you know, when people ask me, I'm a rapper, you're a rapper, actor, I just be like, man, I'm an artist, but I'm an actor also. Like, I don't try to classify myself with every artist that has hopped in a movie because I'm an actor. You know what I mean? Like, I take this for real. I'm gonna be doing plays. I want Oscars, Emmys. You know,
Want all
some of
that.
the- you know,
Really?
yeah. I wanted all that, and I believe in it.
How do you go about picking a script? Because I'm sure you get a lot of scripts.
Yeah, I mean, it's like for me, I look at how the script makes me feel. Like if the script is written well, if the story is intriguing, and then one of the important things also once that's done is what character, how is my character? Is it something that's going to allow me to, you know, stretch and allow me to become this character? And like, you know, if it's rich, like the character I'm playing on Hell on Wheels, which is the television show on AMC, it's like, man, it's one of the richest characters I ever had the opportunity to play, especially as a black man.
Right.
Do you take your shirt off at all?
Yeah,
Where did that question come from?
I'm just saying.
Yo, it's
I
great.
just look at all the ladies out there saying, Nancy, can you please ask the question?
Well, I mean, I only take my shirt off, like, when I'm doing a film and it's necessary. Like, we just had a boxing match in Hell on Wheels, so I had my shirt off on that, me and the other lead guy. But I don't do that just, like, on stage or nothing like that. I ain't how I do it. I'm more of a mystery guy. You know, like, leave
Well, you
some-
stay in shape, obviously. I mean, you're not going to take your shirt off if you're not in shape.
I mean, some people do. You gotta like just be confident in yourself.
Well,
no
Rick
matter
Ross will
what.
take it off.
that shirt off
Yeah.
anytime.
Rick Ross
Yeah.
is like in a flash. He'll take that
Yeah,
off.
that's
He's
what I'm
proud of
saying.
his big body.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta just be like, you gotta have your swag and just be like, yeah, this is what my body is right here.
Nice. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
You got Common in the studio, the album's coming out, you're working on. You got a song on there called Dreamer, the first song on the album.
Yeah, The Dreamer. And it's featuring Maya Angelou on the
How that happened? How did you get her on the piece?
Man, I actually had worked with her and did a benefit with her, and then she invited me down to her house for her birthday, and I just, built a good relationship with her, and I asked her could she perform on my album and write a poem, because the album is called The Dream of the Believer, and she was like, yeah, and I could do this, and she did it, man. Every time I hear it, I'm like, man, I have Dr. Maya Angelou on my album. Like, it feels like good for me to bring that tradition to hip hop, meaning, she's history, she's living
She
that.
is.
So for some kids that's going to hear my album, some people that may hear my album, like, man, they'll get aware of her.
Is this life you're living right now the dream that you dreamed as a young man?
Yeah, it's the dream I've dreamed and even more. And I'm meaning, like, I didn't even imagine. I love films and I love movies, but I never even knew. First time I seen myself on a movie screen, I was like, man, I'm in a movie.
What movie was it?
Smoking Aces.
That was the first time you-
Yeah, that was the first movie I did with myself and Alicia Keys
Yeah.
and Jeremy
Yeah.
Piven, Ryan Reynolds. It was like, I couldn't believe it. My whole family was there, all my friends. I'm like, man, I'm on this screen in a movie. And then, sometimes like just getting invited to the White House and different things, like being able to be here and, making my 9th album, The Dream of the Believer, is like, man, all these are blessings. So I just, I feel like, man, I never dreamed this high, but I'm dreaming for higher now. Like, I just,
Wow.
The White House, when you went there was such a controversy about the
man.
whole stupid thing, which
Yeah.
made me so mad. And then, performing poetry at the White House
Yeah.
is like another extraordinary thing.
Yeah.
I mean, was that like a real high point in your life when you look back and you're like, I was at the White House
Yeah, I mean,
with
it
the
was
first black president
Yeah.
and doing some poetry?
that was definitely one of the greatest moments in my career and life, just to be there, invited to the White House, where President Barack Obama and the First Lady, like, they are the first black president and First Lady, and for me to be able to experience that, and with all the hoopla that went on, it actually in certain ways kind of helped me out. It brought my name to people who didn't know me, and then once they got to know me, they seen Common wasn't about
Right.
what they were saying. But more than anything, I knew it was political crossfire. And when I got there, it was like, it was all love. And I got to do that poem, and it was like, man, this is the greatest moment. I'm looking, the president and the first lady are no further than you are from me.
I can
And-
Which is
imagine.
amazing.
I can imagine the night before you're trying to go to sleep. I gotta wake up. I'm going to the White House.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you wear to the White House? Like, how do you get ready to go to the White House?
I had a sharp suit on, man.
Yeah.
Like a nice little, I forgot what designer it was, but it was something that was nice and fashionable, but still conservative. What was crazy was when I was at sound check, Steve Martin, the comedian, was there about to perform with his banjo too. So it was a moment where I was like, man, this is surreal. I actually wrote some of my poem while we were doing sound check, because I was like, I
If
was
I forget
inspired.
this, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I can't forget this. My heart was beating so strong, but it felt like that good high when that good nervousness. But ironically enough, I had just hosted the White House Christmas tree lighting that last December. So it wasn't the first time I was actually, at the White House, but it was the first time I got to be like right there, in the small room.
I would have challenged the president to a one-on-one basketball game.
Oh man, I want.
You know you what?
Imagine that. I want you.
I wonder who has better game. I wonder.
Me.
Yeah, all right, Common, I'll give you that. We're hanging out with Common, and if you want to talk to him, the number 860-674-9307.